Okay.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Lammers versus Era, me Gunner versus Alex. Don't go anywhere, guys, because you know if you guys are super into analytical Smash, I'm about to deliver that to you because I know both these characters in and out. So it's gonna be a very, very interesting and dynamic set. Of course, you know the story of this matchup, right? So the way this matchup kind of goes, guys, is me Gunner's gonna kind of try to chip these walls, force Steve into the corner. But Steve is going to try to, you know, find these bread and butter combos and instantly get right back to mining, as you see right there, right? Because Steve lacks some ability to really zone break me Gunner, so he needs to make every opening count. So we're going to see things like, you know, diamond, going for gold, going for diamond as early as possible, and giving Lammers some sort of stimulus that you need to come up, break these walls, but as you do that, I'm getting one step closer to my diamond pickaxe.
Yeah, right now, like, these openings to kick this set off, I mean, Riley has a good game plan for himself, right? He goes for what's true, goes back to, you know, maintaining resources, trying to be a little more, like, mindful of what he has, because he knows he could just take a stock off of Lammers when he needs to.
And look at this, guys. Diamond at 21% already, and this is exactly what Era wants, right? Where now we have these kill moves, and we're simultaneously able to pressure and approach from Gunner. Lammers is kind of dancing, trying to dance around these blocks, not entirely successful, but, you know, one kind of big conversion at ledge.
Oh! The cancel off the anvil! Back air from Era!
And before you guys say, oh my god, guys, anvil, minecart, anvil, back air, like, no, it's really not like that, because if you saw that back air, it was slightly delayed to just hover right above that missile. Lammers is not someone who is a slouch of the Steve matchup at all, and Riley understands this, which is why he does very slight delays in his advantage states and in his disadvantage states in order to bypass the projectiles.
Okay, he's doing a good job right now, trying to maintain this lead here. The anvil canceling out the Gunner up smash. Era right now is in a good position.
Oh man, but you know, Lammers is definitely not someone you should be sleeping on either, right? The thing is that right now I think Lammers is a little unfamiliar with what exactly the neutral flowchart is, and unfortunately against Steve, you don't have much time to figure that out. So, you know, Lammers trying to do his best to crack the defenses of Riley Gibson, but, you know, this is just looking so difficult for the hero of Cali, self-proclaimed Lammers44.
Era right now is absolutely starting off with a bang here. Lammers, not much of a response, does find the up smash call out. I mean, we also talked about too, like, a lot of Steve players, they really depend on that minecart to kind of just throw off their opponents, but when you're a player like Lammers, eventually you're going to start catching on to these patterns. You're going to find these punishes a lot more helpful than you think. And right now, Lammers actually kind of bringing this back. Hold on.
And I mean, this is the nice thing about Lammers, right? If there's one person with insane composure, it is him, right? We're seeing all these, you know, dancing around the blocks, using these lasers, the laser blades to chip Steve through the walls, right? Destroying that lower block. The lasers go right through because Gunner does aim her arm cannon a little lower than something like Falco laser. So you do have a little bit of ways to pressure Steve from afar, and I think Lammers is kind of beginning to figure it out, right? Riley hasn't hit him in a minute, so Lammers is slowly beginning to figure out the flowchart. And Riley's saying, you know what, I'm done playing neutral with you. And hopefully, you know, we'll eventually realize, you know, he is winning, so he doesn't really need to approach. But Lammers still, you know, it's that war of attrition.
This is actually a complete 180 turn. Lammers, after having his first stock practically decimated, Riley Gibson needs to answer back. It is a last stock situation.
A little late on hitting the drop bomb back with the back air. Riley needed to be a little more preemptive, but pseudo frame trapping Lammers, landing with that dash tag, and then just turning around and grabbing him. Shooting these minecarts, I think Riley kind of is beginning to realize I need to turn up the heat on this corner pressure. Lammers being able to kind of survive really well in this corner, but that was a very crucial miss from Lammers, not really giving himself enough space to avoid those up airs.
Oh, it's scary. He's got diamonds on deck. You already know he's gonna swing for the fences.
And yeah, now Riley's out of gold, so he no longer has access to powered minecart. He's gonna need to stave off these projectiles. But notice, this is the difficult thing, right? Because Riley has wood, he has stone, but Riley no longer has any wood, so his walls are gonna be a little weaker, and he doesn't have much time until he starts putting down iron blocks, which is a commodity he does not want to waste, because he loses access to things like anvil and minecart should he start placing that iron.
Look at this right now. Riley right now is kind of a little cornered in the right side of the stage. Lammers breaking through his defenses. He is making this actually obscene for Era.
And no, that was not a great, you know, minecart from Era, letting the rails land on the ground, because now he's fresh out of mats.
God, and he's in the lead. This is so
crucial.
scary.
And you know, Era is just flailing for a hit right now.
Oh my
Lammers
god!
just saying, I'm going to keep denying the space that you're trying to take. Geez, man, this is rough. And look at these slingshot.
He's on him! It caught the spot dodge. Hold on!
Dude, Era is just he's understanding the drop off is coming.
Oh, knee up tilt! Lammers brings it back!
Oh, stuck between a rock and
Oh
a hard
my
place.
god!
I'm gonna up tilt you to the stratosphere, son.
He was down 3-1, but just like LeBron in 2016, he brought that shit back. Holy. That is one way to start off the set for Lammers. He looked like he was miserable, and all of a sudden, he started playing Call of Duty. He started breaking them down. Limb from limb. Oh my goodness.
My god. And you know what the thing is, chat? Like, I want you guys to think about how scary of a situation that is for Lammers, right? You have this minecart coming at you, and then you have this anvil coming at you, and there's that just little thing of space in between where the gunner is allowed to stand, and that was a very precisely spaced up tilt.
Oh yeah.
So I do wonder, I do hope that Era is able to keep his composure going forward, because Lammers, you know, veins of ice, veins of steel, just being able to perfectly space in that small gap.
All right, we're running into Pokemon Stadium 2 for game number 2 here, and we got the Enderman swap, so Alex is going to have to be put in the back burner. It's time for the scary boy to come out. Here we go.
So the skin was the problem, right?
The skin has to be the problem. Usually when I play in bracket, you know, I'm like, yeah, I could mix some things up. For other people, it's like, no, I got to look different.
Yeah.
So I can play different.
But yeah, I mean, this is the frustrating part, right? Because now we're looking at these interactions, and I know, I hope I'm able to deliver a little bit of sympathy for the Steve player here. But look how kind of frustrating it is for Era to zone break Lammers, right? We're seeing a lot of these cross-stage lasers not even allowing him to crash.
Wait, that is huge. The laser actually preventing Gibson from even getting mats.
Like, that is so frustrating because, you know, you want to set up blocks, but is he going to laser me? I'm going to take 5% of chip, guys. This Meat Gunner laser move is no joke.
That's a
it does
really
5%
good move.
Fresh, about 3% stale. Like, it is a ridiculous move, and that huge blob-like back air. I should say that. I'm sorry, guys. But still, a huge back air kills super early, one of Gunner's few kill moves. And Era is just completely unable to even get his camping started because Lammers is just doing these full-stage lasers from across the stage, being able to pressure Riley whenever he wants anything going on.
Okay, looking to make something happen right now, but Lammers currently 4 stocks unanswered, counting the last game here. He is actually really making great use of the laser, and he's just playing on the defensive end. He doesn't even need blocks to build his defenses. He's using it with his own sheer power of will.
This is ridiculous, guys. And the other thing is, like, look at these drop bomb minecart interactions, right?
Oh.
Where it's pretty medium reward for both players. I think a slightly skewed towards the person who's using the minecart, right? But the problem is, minecart is not knocking these drop grenades away, right?
Yeah,
so we're seeing a lot of situations where Riley's trying to approach the minecart, Lammers is doing fade back drop bomb, and there's like a 70% chance the drop bomb is just going to win.
Yeah, right now, after even taking the stock there, but, you know, Riley, once again, having to play actually from behind here. Like, even though he's building up these defenses, Lammers is just so good at picking his spots here with these drop bombs, actually forcing the shield pressure to be a factor right now, because now Era's probably thinking about, whoa! He may have accidentally got diamonds on accident.
Oh, you know Riley is very upset about that. That is absolutely, for sure, 100% a misclick. Why would you ever go for down throw craft? That had to have been a misinput.
That's a forbidden combo, apparently.
And you don't want to be using your diamond here either because you are close to your stock getting eliminated. You know, thankfully, Riley able to find that extra diamond, but he's looking to cheese. He's looking for a fair spike, not quite.
Oh, and Lammers almost getting the back here to clean it up. He's going to reset neutral, though.
Oh, my God. And, oh, okay, opening, but Lammers is SDI, man. Just denial, denial, denial. And guys, look at this, right? Just chip after chip after chip after chip. If you are not entertained, y'all gotta open your eyes, bro. Like, look at the mid-range conversions.
Oh my God, yeah. Right now, you know, Riley can bring this back. It's just the way that Lammers is like picking his spots. This is a brand new Lammers. I feel like every time I see Lammers, he's upgraded his gameplay somehow.
Oh! Huge forward smash! Huge forward smash!
He just let it rip. He didn't care about the precautions.
Oh my God, and you know Lammers is not happy about that at all. And look at the big change that Riley's making to his gameplay. You're seeing these grounded cards. This is very, very difficult for most characters to deal with in this game. This ground card not only has armor, but is unreactable, unlike the aerial card. So now we are seeing, you know, chip damage Panic up B from Lammers. He is down. He is taken 50% to Riley's 159. As long as we avoid the up tilt and back air, Riley is going to be running away with this stock.
Oh my god! Forward smash! He just lets it rip a second time in a row!
And he knows exactly where Lammers is going to land. We're talking about Lammers landing precision that game one with that up tilt. Huge forward smashes. This is massive. This is exactly why you guys see this sort of rivalry, right? Yes, it can be boring at times with the walls and the chip and this and that, but when it comes down to getting these stocks, these two players have to make huge, huge plays.
Oh my goodness, these forward smashers are working wonders right now for Era as he finally equalizes the set count, and we're going to be looking ourselves into a Game 3. I mean, Shrudek, let's be honest, we are definitely seeing this to go down the wire. It's going to be a Game 5
Absolutely,
banger.
guys.
It might be a Game 5 banger.
Nothing but bangers between these two players. Open your eyes, chat. Don't let your biases cloud you, because these two players are masters of their craft. No pun intended, even though it wasn't a very good one. But, you know, we got Riley, and, you know, what we're seeing is we're seeing these aerial minecars slowly inching forward, guys. It's not just a flail. He's not just trying to flail to get in. He's trying to take inches, and he's trying to take space, because it's the only way he's going to be able to get this onslaught of projectiles. Lammers, of course, with this gorgeous corner gameplay, right? Covering himself with a drop bomb. That was good to that platform, because you can't hit me. And Lammers is playing gorgeous chip, trying to avoid all the steep win cons. But with a character as slow as Me Gunner, there is only so much you can do. So Lammers is absolutely working overtime to make anything happen.
Yeah, and Lammers is actually just doing a really good job just catching Riley at all times. Catching him jumping, catching him being grounded. It's almost no answer to be made. There has to be an answer sheet to this test that is Me Gunner.
And Lammers is playing beautifully right now. Look at how he's slingshotting back with these projectiles, right? Look at this. Turn around wave bound, or turn around drop bomb. Which would intercept that minecart in that Riley is trying to go for. So look at this, and then breaks the bottom block, laser. You can't. I'm not giving you a second to think, Riley. That's what Lammers is telling you.
Oh
you need to figure this out. You need to figure this out now, because I'm going to overload your mental stack, and you are going to get hit.
Oh my goodness.
And it is working gorgeously. Oh my gosh, he has no tools. But he does not want to craft because he does not have a diamond. So Riley needs to make that decision right now. I need to stay alive. I'm going to try to get my second diamond for second stock. But Lammers is trying his best to prevent it from happening. And that huge bear, not quite getting it, but it's going to be very dangerous, because now on your next stock, you're only going to have gold. But that was a crucial overextension from Lammers. Yeah, there's the second diamond.
Oh, he got it.
Diamond. And now we might see, you know, Era be a little more aggressive now that he has that security for his next stock of that diamond. But huge up tilt from Lammers taking that first stock.
Nice. Okay, he does get Diamond Sword out here, but Lammers looking like he's running amok right now, just taking a nice lead in this Game 3, and does get the bear!
Oh!
Doesn't quite get the stop right there on the recovery.
Oh my gosh, but he needs his corner, needs corner pressure to come out. The auto-cancel bear now being made unsafe by that drop bomb, so Lammers is able to get a very easy shield grab and a Mickey Mouse 48%. And Era has a lot to make up right now. Like, this is a crunch time for the Gibster.
There is time that needs to be made up for a lot of these decisions, but Lammers so quick to open, but the back air catch from Era will finally take the stop.
And you have to feel for Lammers, right? You were 78% as a heavy, and you were dying to Steve back air, but you know, I think Riley was just able to get that crafting, that diamond out. This is very good position for him, because if he's able to get an up tilt or an up air like that, he could get a lot of damage. Oh my god, you absolute thief.
You're a
not
lord.
going to take that stock quite yet.
This man,
I do respect the attempt.
He is actually just keeping it crunch time.
Wow, and look at this, man. Riley just trying to inch forward. And once again, now you see him playing defensive, trying to get that diamond for his third stock. He's trying to think ahead, because he's thinking, I need to make a big play like how I made in Game 2. And you're seeing he's getting a little trigger happy with these forward smashes, these up tilts, and Lammers is just deny. I do think Riley does need to get a little, just a tad closer to have a little bit more of a threat, but Lammers is just not letting it happen.
Oh, and it throws out the up smash as well. Era really trying his best here to try and keep Lammers out of the way, but he is just too good at calling you out.
And this is the problem with Steve, guys. Like, you know, I shouldn't say Steve has problems, but he does have to play quite preemptive when he is trying to ledge trap you without a convoluted setup. So, and Lammers knows this, which is why he's forcing Riley's hand very quickly.
He is actually just building a whole fucking neighborhood right now.
Oh my god, and this is horrible. His tools broke at the most crucial moment, and we might see an up-tilt shark attempt from Lammers.
What a tech from Riley too, but you're at 183. Sayonara. That is an up tilt.
This is hard, guys. This is very difficult. And Lammers not even letting Riley breathe after crafting, instantly doing the drop bomb, timing it so Riley is forced to burn that last bit of invincibility on shielding that drop bomb.
It's gnarly right now, okay? He's really trying to just call out some of this movement right now. Lammers is so good at just getting in his spots regardless of where he is on the stage. He got there in time.
And you
He's throwing out the lasers.
Him from across the stage,
God, this man is actually a menace, bro.
You jab blocked him from across the stage, dude. Like, and Riley is fresh out of materials. This is looking very rough for NorCal's favorite Steve player. Lammers establishing his dominance in this game. And Riley, dude, like, what do you do?
What are you doing in this
situation? You're the character with the worst mobility stats in the game, trying to zone break Meat Gunner, and you have no tools to do it.
Oh my goodness!
And Lammers is grinning now because he has played perfectly.
And that's it. He's just going to go ahead and say, you got this game. 5 minutes deep, Lammers taking it to a 2-1 lead. We might be seeing Meat Gunner in winners finals, ladies and gentlemen.
And you know, guys, like, say what you want about Lammers, but this is art, man. This is exactly how you dance around Steve. Pressure him. Don't let him go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is actually just a dominant performance. I mean, Riley did, in fact, take a 2-stock win in game number 2, but let's not forget, Lammers responding right back with the same result in his favor, and now he's a game away from going to winners finals here, and he knows he's hungry. He's looking for it.
Jeez, man, it's just projectile after projectile after projectile after projectile. Riley needs to, you know, the only thing I'm really seeing that's...
Oh, bless you, brother.
Man.
Goodness gracious. You have to stay up the storm.
Dude, this set's so crazy I'm getting sick over it, but
sick-ass gameplay
real as
or
shit,
what?
Real as shit, guys, like, you know, the biggest difference I'm seeing right now between Riley in games 1 and 2 and that newest game, that Precious game, is Riley seems a lot more, like, he's trying to attack Lammers from a distance that he wasn't trying to previously, where Lammers is able to jump back and drop bomb on reaction, right? Like, look at that, look at that. He's not close enough. He's just not close enough.
He is just actually calling out everything right now.
Yeah.
35% off of one good interaction. This laser, too, we were holding in.
What? What do you do? What do you do?
He's in his head.
Nah, but Riley can't. I'm going to be honest. Like, Riley cannot let this happen again. Like, if he wants to win this set, he cannot let that happen.
No, I mean, it's frustrating. We get it. It's damage, and it's also disrupting your animations, but you gotta allow yourself to stay away. This is good. Good damage here from Era.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing that Lammers is doing is he's playing at a very safe range and disadvantage, only going for the reversal where it is guaranteed. Otherwise, he is just, you know, kind of slow falling himself out of the blast zone, right? Oh, no!
Okay.
Okay, huge minecart. But Lammers, you know, once again, look at how patient and gorgeous his disadvantage state is. Not giving Riley any opportunity to reset. Huge up smash, barely taking the stock.
And just in the nick of time, too, the TNT looked like it would have been a distraction by Sense, but luckily, Era is finding a response. He was kind of playing a little tilted, and those lasers is hitting him, but he's finding his way in. The block saving him from potentially a stock.
No, man, and this is the hard part, right? Because it's like, you know, I'm not really a big advocate of Steve recovering high, but against a character like Meat Gunner who is able to low-key checkmate you on ledge. Sorry, I just
it's just funny when you just see Meat Gunner throw out these lasers, and it's like,
oh,
what do you do? What do you do? Oh, jeez, guys.
Oh, but you know, the thing is like I think Era is doing good here, right? You're holding onto the stock. Unfortunately, that back air just shield poking for some reason, but you know, Lammers once again knowing his character very well, understanding, you know, and that's actually something people kind of forget. Steve actually cannot angle his shield while it's being hit, which makes him a little more susceptible to shield pokes. And you know, Lammers abusing that to the absolute max. Of course, Riley was probably able to angle his shield in that situation, but it wasn't something he was thinking about.
And there's the shield pressure too. The drop bombs are just constantly hitting behind the walls. Like, you want to hide behind there. Don't worry, bro. I'm dropping in explosives.
And this is so difficult because Lammers is not even giving him any time to set up, man. Like, what does he do? What does he do?
He's actually just not allowing him.
It's like, dude, you're not allowed to set up. Like, you know, this is very reminiscent of Hurt versus Akola at Genesis, actually, where it just felt like Hurt's constant pressure on Akola prevented him from getting anything started, and that is the way it feels whenever I'm watching this gameplay, where Era has to essentially just get a lucky win in neutral and push it as far as possible.
All right, he's going to get the diamond right back here. The lasers playing effectively for Lammers. Another DBZ exact moment.
Oh,
doesn't get
barely off. Oh my god, and you have to appreciate how much pressure Lammers is putting on Era, not letting any setup happen. He's not even getting a resource out of his mining. Watch for the up air, watch for the up tilt. Not quite, but I appreciate Lammers' wherewithal to avoid that interaction. Huge minecart. Era needs to maximize his chip right now, but unfortunately Lammers is probably, dude, like, look at this pressure, look at this pressure. You're not allowed to, you know, oh my god.
54 off the ladder, beautiful stuff right there.
Oh, using the armor for the minecart, can't land though! And this is a huge grab for Lammers. Awkward situation, but that minecart's allowing Gibson to get off the ledge. Huge
He
forward
just
smash.
forward smashes.
Yeah, and I think what Riley might, oh my gosh.
No way. Okay.
Beautiful, okay. Very classic Steve recovery. And I think what Riley might be beginning to realize is Lammers is getting frantic here, which is why he's being a little more belligerent with these forward smashes. Why he's being a little more belligerent with these minecarts, because Lammers feels very pressured to approach, and that is exactly what the Steve player wants, right? So this may very likely go to a game 5. Riley most likely saving this diamond for the final stock because he's not sure if he's going to be able to mine.
Oh
but,
my god!
He has his sword, he has his anvil, and he has his lava bucket, but not needing any of that, dropping that big old Tom and Jerry on Lammers' head. So we're going to a game 5, guys. This is going to be a slobber knocker of a set. Lammers, and I hope you guys have been taking notice. I hope you guys have been paying attention. Whoever is taking the first stock in these sets tends to win because Steve is weakest when he doesn't have these iron and stone walls.
Yeah,
cannot capitalize on a lot of these openings, but sheesh, son, this is a rivalry of a lifetime. Twitch chat, tune the fuck in for this game 5 because you guys need to block the fuck in, man.
This is crazy.
Shoutouts to the amazing production at Slow Smash Ultimate, that gorgeous me gunner, some might say.
Okay, well, we're straying further away from the light for every day passing. But did we not call this being a game 5 set potential?
And it always goes game 5, right? And we are going to see some guttural primal screams from whoever wins this set.
Oh, dude, it's going to be a jungle in here, bro. LRA, start your controller out of the game, bro. Whoever takes the loss, man.
Oh my gosh, no. Riley for sure misinputting that and taking 98 first trophies.
That's actually so much damage.
This is huge. This is very important because Lammers now is like this is what Lammers is grinning to see. A player as experienced as him. Riley understanding you can't punish the forward smash from this distance. Lammers using drop bomb to trigger the TNT. Jeez, son, I'm so tapped in for the set.
Oh, yeah,
you have no idea.
Dude, it's kind of scary right now because Lammers is playing to, like, quite literally a science right now. He's actually just switching up flows every game, and even if it doesn't work, it pays off when he makes at least some slight adjustments.
Dude, and like it's scientific with this guy, bro. You can't give him an opening, you can't give him a mistake. Riley, that crucial F smash miss or up smash miss during stock 1, giving Lammers a huge advantage that Riley was just unable to recover from. And at this point, Lammers knows I'm just gonna break these blocks. I'm going to drain your match bar. I'm gonna put the onus on you to approach because this is how I win.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, man! And Lammers, dude, he's got this matchup down to a science, you know.
Oh, you're reversing the wrong
oh
way.
My god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We are right back into the game. Do not sleep, guys.
He took the stock at 8%. Calling him out. That is a huge comeback for Era. This could actually be everything for the Steve.
3 minecarts left, 2 now, but you know we're noticing that he's using the minecart to break these zones. So refreshing the diamond, 3 minecarts left. How are we gonna break through this wall of projectiles, right? Oh my god! Ran across the entire stage.
He just did
bro.
He's back airing 45% already on Lammers. This is already a close contest. After Lammers solidifying that first stock, how did it become this way? How did we get here?
I don't know if I have a camera on me, guys, but I am so fucking leaned in right now. Like, you have no idea. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not gonna find the stock though. Kept the jump. In fact, he's gonna be alive here. But Era, he's alive. He realizes the rejuvenation. Oh my god. The extended hitbox on the back air. Hold on!
Lammers needs to focus up right now, guys. Like, this is crazy. He's taking hit after hit. Riley has 4 mics. The time. This is crazy. This is effing crazy, guys.
We're gonna hear a primal scream in the background, guys. This pop-off might be legendary. We're gonna hear it from literally the other area codes neighboring San Luis Obispo right now. This is gonna come down to maybe a last stock here. Lammers playing basketball. He's rebounding him off the bricks.
Iron pickaxe. Diamond's axe. We're mixing and matching to close this set out. Riley Gibson is running away with this one. Lammers, you are in crunch time right now. Show the world why you're the second best meat gunner right now, because you need to show me something, bro. These are two rivals, two battle-tested individuals, NorCal's finest. They play toxic-ass characters, but they got the heart of gold. This is fucking crazy, guys.
Tech! Oh, what is that? Oh, kills! How does he find it? Last star situation, game number 5.
This is crunch time. This is crunch time. Next person with the next opening is going to push it as far as possible.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous right now because we're gonna just hear some we're gonna hear some maniacal laughter. There might be a villain arc in the process.
Oh my god.
For whoever drops this set.
Gibson getting chipped. Lammers is back in his element right now. Okay, Lammers, beautiful composure. You are ranked 2 SoCal for a reason. You are number 190 NA for a reason. Nobody can touch your composure except for maybe your greatest rival throughout the history of your career.
So much damage right now.
Oh my god.
The mix-up. He's gotta land. Doesn't find the kill yet. He's drifting away from these up airs, Lammers. He is hungry for this kill.
You only have 3 minecarts left, Riley. You have 2 minecarts left. You need to figure something out right now. You can't even build. You can't build.
He just can't build. Lammers is all over him right now. He is absolutely in control of this game. Era actually tied back to the wall. But hold on, though. Okay, back to the platform. Continues his play. He gets in.
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh my goodness, it's hard to actually pay attention. Is that it? No, it is not. He's alive.
Riley's frantic, trying to look for this opening right now. You cannot get hit by anything, Riley Gibson. You have no minecart.
Yes! Lammers with the pop-off! And the pop-off, legendary to be seen on camera. Lammers takes the set 3-2, advancing to winners finals, and you can see the emotions erupting in the venue right now.
Oh my god, production with the camera switch of a lifetime. Oh my god.
He actually just he H-boxed the chair. Oh my goodness, bro. That was, I can't tell who's popping off or crashing out. That is Era. That is actually dude, that's gotta go down in history, bro. It was caught on camera. Shout out production for grabbing that though. That's
dude, production to you, bro. Production
you're actually amazing, right?
Shout out to Head TO, shout out to Sarah, shout out to Juno.
We caught that in 4K for us to watch back, bro, because I saw that chair literally do backflips after the game was over, bro. It's insane.
And guess what, guys?